So this is number 5 on the look. So this is just the part where I usually just recommend DJ or a producer that I really feel like they're sort of shaping things up here. So I will say number 5 is SPFDJ, and yes, I think that sort of have a special relationship to her mixing and her DJing as well. You know, when I started, I saw so many things online, like people were trying to hard sell you a master class, or they will rather just have purpose of reviewing gear. Not really found someone that was going to actually teach you the things, you know, that I felt were more important for me at the moment. So I just remember like just stumbled upon this video on YouTube, and it was just, you know, your friendly neighborhood SPF DJ showing you how to mix. At first glance, I'm like, wow, 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 like this looks like a badass hardcore DJ. Let's stop the video, and I went and saw who she was, and I'm like, well, so this person usually works from this. She's badass. She plays hard, and I think she had like a residency on Heruzana, one of the probably known clubs, I guess, in Germany, right? And yes, and someone like that just taking the time patiently to show you how she's like teaching you things, I think it's a privilege. So my whole knowledge basically on mixing and overall view on techno is based on that video. I just saw that video, and I think it has like a part 2 where she is just I say generous enough. She shows you how she has her record box organized and everything. And long story short, I became in love with that ideology that she has. I remember, so I would say it was sad it was good at the first time when I saw the video, because that was exactly what I wanted to mix, the style I want to mix it. But unfortunately I didn't understand anything, so I didn't know what a CDJ was. I didn't know anything, man. I didn't know like a Zone is like a different brand from Pioneer. Just really not knowing anything, and not knowing that record box. I used to learn back in the day. I used to use Virtual DJ, and I always hated Serato. And this record box thing is the heart and goal of these European DJs and club DJs. So I just immersed in their philosophy, in their culture, and I sort of felt like an outcast at the beginning. But once I found my tribe in like techno community, I really felt more confident putting my music out there. So yes, going back, SPF DJ, man, she teach me how to DJ, and it's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And as a DJ, I don't know. It's like, just to put it in short words, because I gotta go. It's like, it's like SPF DJ. Every DJ has, based on their skills, on their experience, on whatever, they know how to read a crowd, right? So with her is something special, I'll say, is that like trying to decipher a crowd when you're like playing techno, it can be like solving a Rubik's Cube, right? There's a lot of sides, a lot of colors, everything is so different, and what you want to do at the end is just solve it, have all the colors on on each side, and you solve it, this moment of brilliance, of happiness, accomplishment as well. And the way they do it competitive, now people do it in 5 seconds, in 3 seconds. So just like that is like techno, German techno as well, you know. So I'll say like they have that philosophy, like be confident, be brave, be confident on their music library, and just murder it and destroying it on the decks. And I just love her a lot, and she has the ability to solve that Rubik's Cube so fast, you know, time and time again during one set. And you know, it's just beautiful. It amazes me, and it's not like she's going there and she knows that she's going to murder it, and she's there and yes, I'm totally going to own this set. And you know, it can be far from the truth. Like, the true heart of that German techno is just being transparent, being honest, you know, just going hard with all the energy, channeling everything you have, maybe somebody told you something that day, maybe you saw something on social media that was not okay, somebody told you something funny, and all that anger and all that energy, you just save it, man. Just save it and you explode it on those decks. So really love their outlook on channeling their darkness and their energy through their sets, through their music as well. So that's the philosophy that I fell in love with, and she's the one that represents that philosophy to its finest. She's the real person, and I really resonated with her. My first teacher here, he was this really at glance heavy metal dude, but he was like this progressive metal dude that really made things that were really thought out, and overall he was a sweet person. He was my first person that teach me things about music and a lot of good things, and probably my fundamentals that I will consider I had. So yes, SPFDJ means that for me as well. Music teacher that it seemed to me that it was going to be a harsh sort of journey, because that school of mixing is obviously based on confidence, but as well on discipline. So yes, I totally embraced it. I liked it, and every time I see her, it's just blows me away every time. And I think that her approach is so honest and so on the grid. Sometimes that she achieves these moments of brilliance. Out of humbleness that she has for music, and love for the crowd, and even she gets excited at times as well. And I never see someone just going just with the 100-300% always. Yeah. So I will always say that anything you do in music, you're trying to create momentum, I'll say, and you're trying to build up into something, and when it explodes, boom, then everything connects. The crowd resonates, they give the energy to the DJ sort of resonates as well, and is enjoying his mixing, and boom, something happens, something brilliant, something gorgeous. It only happens in techno, it happens a few times, and it's that moment. But I do think that SPFDJ really changes that, in the sense that she doesn't need to create momentum, she doesn't need to get into that moment, she just goes there just right from the start. I will say she doesn't create momentum, she carries her own momentum, and it doesn't have to do with her style of mixing or that this or that. It really comes down to it, to her creative process, what's unique to her. So yes, I will say probably one of the most badass DJs ever. I can say so many things about her, but I just wanted to keep it really quick here. So if I recommend any set, anyone that it's with vinyls, it's killer. I love this one it's in her apartment. I'll recommend Mixmag as well. That's crazy set, guys. But honestly, the one that has me thinking lately was the last one at Hort Berlin. I don't think she had to go so hard on a horse set. But that set is just crazy. So of course, if you're not a constant techno listener, you might hear her and might say, what is this chick doing? There's so many changes, there's so many crazy things out there. But you gotta get into her vibe, man. It's a vibe, you gotta get into it, and once it hooks you, it's amazing. So in this week's, or let's say in this rendition of On The Look, I'll say go ahead and listen to SPFDJ, and just to add a little bit something there, is that I do truly believe that, I don't know, I feel like SPFDJ is not even a DJ for me. It's just like an attitude you have towards mixing, and sometimes I just have my set and I know I need to SPFDJ, the hell out of that set, out of those tracks. So yes, for me, she's a wrecking force. If she was a movie, she was Whiplash. If she was a video game, it would be like Need for Speed Carbon, like straight up badass, on the grid, no rules, no nothing, man. Just rawness, and I totally embrace. Go and check her label as well. It's called Intrepid Skin, and it's one of the most interesting labels out there. So go ahead and check my girl SPFDJ.